Welcome to the Michigan race JNF thoughts video. I was going to do this earlier, but now I can do it. So, at the beginning of the race, Byron gives a big shove to Larson, gets him out to the lead. The bottom lane doesn't work as well in the restarts as I noticed in the whole entire race. Yeah. And then on lap 5, Truex had a quarter panel damage, and he has been back in 30th. He had to come to pit road. Then the Kurt Busch and Kyle Larson battle almost happened, but then the competition caution happened. That's sad. Kurt Busch Kyle Larson battles are fun. I love seeing them. They are great. But no, NASCAR has to do those competition cautions. Yep. It was mostly a Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson battle after that, and with some Austin Dillon. Seeing Austin Dillon up there was kind of fun. Seeing him up there racing for he was obviously slower, but it's fun seeing him up there. And it's fun to see someone else up there besides Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott. But after that, I'm pretty sure Chase Elliott won stage 1, right? And then they do restart. And some point after that, Kyle Busch goes for a strategy to win stage 2, where he comes into the pits where the Hendrick cars, Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson, took 4 fresh tires, and Kyle Busch went in there fuel only. So he got out in front of everyone. So he won the stage by probably 5 seconds, honestly. Yeah, but then he won stage 2, and then Kyle Larson passed the line and stuff like that, and Chase Elliott. But then Austin Dillon passes passes Brad, and he comes up in front of him, and he gets hooked. I don't know if this was Austin Dillon's fault or Brad's fault. I don't know whose fault this was, but he almost went flipping, Austin Dillon. He went up in the fence. His car lifted up. It hit the fence and all that stuff. Then with 42 to go, Larson runs out of fuel, and he has to come to pit road. He loses a few seconds of time, but it wasn't that big of a deal, really. But that got Byron ahead of him and stuff, and he got back to second. Then Larson gets back to second and all that stuff. Truex in there too. Truex actually made a pretty impressive, comeback from when he got his quarter panel junked up. But after that, at some point, when Larson got back to second and all of that, and everything happened, there was a light rain. I wouldn't even say rain. It was really just I don't even know if I could say sprinkle. But NASCAR threw the caution, New Hampshire flashbacks, Payne flashbacks. At least Eric Almirola won that race, though, but Payne flashbacks still. 2 drivers ruined of a race win. But NASCAR threw the rain caution. But then they restart the race with 13 to go, I believe, or 14 to go, I think. Yeah, it's 14. It's 14. Yeah, 14. They're starting with 14 to go, and all chaos breaks loose. The racing is so intense. It was really good, though. Intense racing like that's really good, but the restart was crazy. Tyler Reddick made a very, how do I phrase this? He made a very aggressive move, and he got in front, almost spun, and then Truex got into the back of Logano and spun him around and spun the whole field behind him. Yeah. So, and then Kyle Busch gives Blaney a big shove, and Larson and Byron try to catch him for the last few laps. And also, sometime during this, Reddick spins again, but there's no caution. they spend laps trying to get towards him. Larson and Byron are battling each other, so they can't get to Blaney. Blaney's throwing a good block, so they can't get past him. Then Larson starts shoving Byron to just get him past him, but it didn't work. He went with the high side instead of the bottom. Actually, I think he tried to go with the bottom, but then he was like, "Oh, I'm not getting here," so he went through the high side, and it didn't work. Blaney threw big blocks and won the race. That was actually a pretty good race, honestly. That was one of the better Michigan races I've seen in a while. Usually when I watch a Michigan race, it's not very good, but I think that's it for me. See you guys next video.